one, known what you want to achieve. Two, you are able to develop the expertise required. The next thing is to surround yourself with people that can help you achieve that goal. So you get people that, one, will understand you, people that will cooperate with you, and people who are ready to be loyal to your system, to the system you want to set up, and people who are prepared to help you to instill your expertise, your system on others who will come after you. That is the beginning of it all. It doesn't actually require rocket science to build up a legacy for the future generation. These things I have highlighted. One, what actually do you want to achieve? What kind of legacy do you want to leave for the future generation? The next thing is, do I actually have the expertise required? If you have it, fine. If you don't have it, why not develop it? Go all out, develop the expertise required. Then the next thing is to surround yourself with people who will cooperate with you to ensure that you get that your goal. Then after that, find a process to instill it on others.
Okay. Looking at number 3, surrounding yourself with people that will help achieve your goals. Is it an easy feat? Is it something that is very easy to come by? Like getting people who would see that vision, would understand the goal, and helping you realize such goal. Is it very, very easy to come by those people?
The most difficult thing to do in business is getting people of like mind. Very, very difficult. Managing people is so difficult, especially in our present day, in the present world. People want already made things, already made food, already made clothes.
Very sharp.
They want
everything
things
must
sharp.
be fast.
And in building legacy is not a 100-meter dash. It's like a relay. You start, you hand over to the next.
Yes.
That hand over to the next until you get to your starting point, and you are sure that everything is perfect. So getting people to do such with you is so difficult. I'll give you an example. In 2009, we tried starting up a business, and I recruited a group of people. For 1 full year, every Saturday, I gathered them together in a particular place, telling them the kind of business we want to run and all that. At the beginning, I was able to gather about 9 persons. Only 3 stayed till the end of that 1 year. Just look at talking to people every week. There are 56 weeks or so in a year.
Yes.
I talk to them concerning our business, trying to educate them about our business. 56 good weeks with energy, involved, resources involved. Only 3 stay, and out of that 3, as we started the business, it wasn't up to 6 months. They all fizzle out. So getting people that will run with you in your business is so vital and very, very difficult, because the human mind is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Human minds are so. Somebody can tell you this is what I'm doing now, in the next minute is doing a different thing. So it is not an easy thing, but if you can take your time and you know exactly what you are doing, just begin to talk to people, and I know surely you'll get people that will work with you. It is not an easy task.
Now, you made mention of people who would not see the vision because they want something already made.
Yeah.
They want a paycheck. They want money attached to it. They cannot go on starting to cook the soup. They want from the beginning.
Yeah.
Not everybody likes to be in the kitchen. They want to be at the dinner table where they can be served. Yes. All right. Now, when we look at a big vision, and looking at how to start out to make sure that this vision is a reality, does having the right mentality have a role to play in it?
Yeah, for sure. First, you, the visionary, the person who owns the business or who wants to develop a business, you must be in your right attitude. That is the first thing. One of the things that actually scare followers away from following through in the business is the visionary's inability to convey the right message to the people. There is nobody that doesn't want success. But if you are able to communicate your goals or what you want to achieve to your followers, for sure they will stay. If people know that in the next 5 years, 6 years, 10 years down the line, that this thing that I want to be involved in can give me a lifetime rest, why not? They will stay. The biggest challenge is the visionary not being able to communicate the right thing to the people that he wants to gather around himself to fulfill that purpose. So the visionary must be in the right mind, be in the right mental attitude.
Know how to interpret.
Know how to communicate this. Know what you want to do in and out, and have the right words to communicate them. If you are not able to do this, I tell you, it will be so difficult for you to gather people around you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now, we've gathered, for instance, we've gathered the people that we want to help us pursue this vision and actualize our goals. Is it safe to say that you need to leave the process? What I mean by this is I can entrust some certain responsibilities with the people around me. I do not need to do everything. I do not need to be engaged in all the processes or involved in all the processes. Some people can handle these things while I handle something else. Or do you think that the visionary has to be involved in all process, monitor everything that is going on? Like, maybe, let me give an instance now. I have a shoe industry and I want to make that shoe known worldwide. I have a group of people who help me build shoes. Some gather the raw materials for me. They gather the leather. Some gather the sole. Some gather the other accessories that I use on my shoe. Some also gather the work pieces like the glue and every machine used to sew that particular shoe. Now, would I need, as the head or the visionary of that project, would I need to be involved in every process that goes on to really actualize that shoe? Because, of course, I will need publicity. I need somebody in charge of publicity and all.
It is not a business when you have to be involved in everything. And that is why we say we build a system. One of the things you do in trying to let your followers know what you want to achieve is to let them know every aspect of the business you want to do. Yes, of course, we have what we call trade secret that is known to you, the visionary alone. But your followers must have deep knowledge, accurate knowledge, in total, into all the various aspects of the business. So if you have to be at point A, point B, point C, it is not a business. What happened the day you are not there? So you are not in business if you have to be at every point, if you have to be around every day. That is why we build systems in business. It is system that runs business, and human beings run system. Business is, if a business built around one person, it is not a business yet. Business don't run by solo effort. You require people, and the people that you are bringing in, especially the management team, must know every aspect of that business, because they are the one that will delegate responsibility to other followers that will come. So if you have to run a business, and for the business to run, you have to be there every day, it is not a business. For me, I call that just normal hustling. The day you are not there, nothing happens. So if you must build a business that will stand the test of time, especially in this time of strict competition, you must be able to delegate responsibility. Your followers must understand every aspect of your business, and they must be able to run with less supervision. Yes, at the beginning of your business, as the visionary, as the owner of the business, you have to be around. Yes, you delegate responsibility, but every aspect of it you supervise until people have full grasp,
Of what
until
is going
people,
on.
of what is going on. Then from time to time, you give them gap, just give little space and see if they are actually doing well. And before you know it, they will master the act of the various departments you have given to them. When they do that, you have built a system and the business starts running even while you are not there.
All right. Some people are known for a particular product, a particular service. We have mayonnaise. We have this company. Yes, the people who produce mayonnaise. I know they produce other consumables. Yeah. Is it safe for them to also add a new goal to an existing business? Like that goal was not part of the business from the beginning. But is it safe, and how do they go about adding a new goal to an existing business? Okay, you know us for this thing before. We are adding something new to be able to touch lives or to develop from where we are to a better place. Is it safe to do that, to add a new goal, or will you just destroy everything that you've started?
Business is dynamic. It's not static. Especially in the world we are today. The society changes so fast that every day you see new things happening. And also, the needs or the tastes of your customers differs by the day. What they see today, what they experience today, what they observe today, the conditions around them today changes their tastes and their needs. So a business is supposed to be dynamic, your goals as well. If you want to build a successful business, you must make room for amendments, for changes. So nothing is static. The only thing that is constant is change. So every other thing is subject to change. The only thing that is static is change, because change will always occur. So you can change your business goal and modify it in such a way that it will run with your existing goal or run with the system you are already operating. You can change your goal. You can change your system depending on the tastes or the needs of your customers. Remember this. The reason why you are in business is your customers.
Yes.
If your customers say, I am changing to this, then you must be prepared to change. Otherwise, you will be out of business. Remember, if you don't change along with the needs of your customers, there are competitors out there that will quickly grasp that will take over your customers. So what you need to do is to ensure that your goal that you are changing, work with what your customers need. And when you do that, ensure you carry your workers along, carry your followers along. Everyone that is involved in building your business, ensure that everyone is involved.
All right. So it is safe to contribute to charity works, contribute to, for example, when UNICEF goes to African countries that suffer a particular pandemic. Now we have a pandemic raging the whole world. You have a company that people already know exists. It is safe to also join in the cause and say, this particular company, they are doing this and this to ensure that the pandemic doesn't over affect people around, or that they make sure that their people are safe. Is that what you're saying too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We are listening to Market Nexus on Jolly FM, and we're talking about how to build lasting legacy in business. It is not just enough to start up something. It is not just enough to own a business for sustainability. What is the end goal? What vision do you carry? What would you want people to know you for when you leave the earth? What legacy would you hand over to other people coming behind you, the generation coming behind you? Do you have a workforce? Do you have a team of experts or people that know? You do not have to have a great team of experts,